South Carolina.
Yeah, that's cool. Go ahead and freeze.
Drivers are some of the worst in the nation. That's according to a new survey out tonight that ranks our state number 2 for terrible drivers. Who's worse? Louisiana, topping the list. The rankings are based on things like the number of accidents, speeding tickets, and DUI arrests. Our senior reporter, Jack Kinsey, has found some video evidence that seems to at least partially back up the findings. He's live tonight with more from Greystone Boulevard. Jack.
Ben and Judy, we now have a list that shows South Carolina getting beat by Mississippi, which came in with the 3rd worst drivers in America compared to South Carolina's 2nd. It is hard to say exactly how accurate these rankings are, but they do tend to get people talking and perhaps thinking about their driving decisions. He goes by the screen name Halo Mastermind 117, and from the volume of material he's posted on YouTube, it's clear he spends a lot of time on the road, particularly here in the Columbia area, doing so with a video camera, usually pointed forward to document what other drivers are doing. Quite often, it's pretty scary stuff. Cars veering into other lanes, ignoring traffic signs and signals, near misses left and right. A few days ago, Halo Mastermind offered up video collection number 100 in a series called Bad Drivers of South Carolina, the type of driving that has led the Palmetto State to earn a dubious distinction in a new survey. The 2nd worst drivers in America, second only to those in Louisiana. It's the kind of risky and often inexplicable motor vehicle maneuvering that Richland County Sergeant Mike Pearson has seen for the last 3 years working with the department's traffic enforcement unit.
In our area right here, I can speak in the Midlands, we have to remember, too, that we have 3 major interstates and some major state highways. So, especially during the weekdays, our influx of traffic really increases because you have people commuting back and forth to work. So I can see maybe in this area it kind of ups, the amount of vehicles we have, which then in turn would up your collision rate.
Despite that ranking released by an insurance website called CarInsuranceComparison.com, South Carolina drivers don't seem to be paying a correspondingly high rate for their coverage. A spokesman for the South Carolina Insurance News Service says rates here tend to stack up in the middle compared to other states. The South Carolina Department of Insurance tells us that at last report about 3 years ago, drivers in Louisiana averaged just under $1,300 in premiums. South Carolina, not quite. $850, well below the national average. But drivers here continue to engage in crazy behavior, like the woman Pearson stopped for zipping past him while reading a book at night.
I discussed with her how unsafe that was, but it was, first of all, she passed me, so she was speeding to start with. And I looked over, and her face was just in her book as she went down the road. She said she had cruise control and been doing it forever.
Did she have an explanation for why she needed to read that
book
so badly?
She said, exactly. She said she liked the book.
She must have liked that book an awful lot. Now, those videos are kind of hypnotic, and they have gotten a lot of attention. They have racked up somewhere close to 1.2 million views on YouTube. We're live at Greystone Boulevard. Jack.